Welcome back. You're still watching Technoholik. Now that the Nikon D5100 has taken care of all the shutter bugs, let's talk some more technology, shall we? Now, I was at CES this year. It was huge, and everywhere that I turned, all I could see were tablets, and even more tablets. But 50 to 60 of them were launched, and that's quite a huge number. Now, in the midst of all this madness, quietly tucked away in a corner in the Samsung stall was the Samsung Series 9 laptops. Now, first impressions, it's black, it's beautiful, it's thin, and it could give the MacBook Air a serious complex. Now, that's a very serious thought coming from an Apple fan, mind you. So I thought, let the laptop come back to India, we'll give a full review and let's see how it stacks up. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. Siddhartha Sharma in Delhi checked out the Samsung Series 9 laptops and we're thinking he was pretty impressed.
From television sets to mobile phones, there's no denying that being the slimmest gadget around does wonders for the desirability quotient, irrespective of performance of course. But if you are looking to buy a laptop recently, a slim looking laptop, and don't want to go for the conventional MacBook Air, Samsung has a new kid on the block. It's called the Samsung Series 9 Notebook. Take a look at what is the design quotient of this thin new offering from Samsung. The Samsung Series 9 has both performance and the looks to grab some serious eyeballs. It's clad in all black duralium, an alloy used for making airplanes. Slim and strong indeed. The slim design leaves no space for optical drives and ports are kept to a minimal. The Samsung Series 9 notebook also sports a 13.3-inch widescreen display with Samsung's Super Bright Plus technology. It features a backlit chiclet style keyboard. Right below the keyboard is the touchpad with integrated mouse buttons, a responsive affair with multi-touch capabilities. So that new alloy metal used in the exoskeleton of the Samsung Series 9 notebook is the one that really makes it stand out when compared to the MacBook Air. Lightweight too at just 1.3 kgs. But does it really have what it takes to be a performer among thin notebooks? Under the hood, our 9 series test unit had a second generation Intel Core i5 1.4 GHz processor, Intel HD 3000 graphics and a 4 GB of RAM. And it comes preloaded with Windows 7 Home Premium. Samsung claims a battery backup of 7 hours on a single charge, which is great for such a slim notebook. It also has ports for USB 2.0, micro SD card slot, 3.5mm audio port, even a USB 3.0 thrown in, and a mini HDMI. The ports are hidden under pull-down covers much like the ones in the first generation Apple MacBook Air. So now this looks like a slim beauty technology to die for. Now it's got that Intel Core i5 processor along with a 4 GB RAM for that full power pump, along with that slimness factor of course. But hey, who says all good things come cheap? The price for owning one of these Samsung Series 9 laptops is 1 lakh rupees. Now you can get a MacBook Air for lesser than that, so why would you buy it? Well, if I had that kind of money, I would buy it just for that duralium exoskeleton, that new alloy that is used to make modern airplanes.
1 lakh rupees for a laptop that just looks good? Yes. Coming from an Apple fan, I know it's not a good thought because the MacBook Air also costs that same amount of money. But this is where you have to make a differentiation whether you want a laptop or any form of computing for functionality or you're just using it for style. Now, if you want something for functionality, we suggest spend little less money, buy the top of the line version of MacBook Pro or invest in Alienware or even buy an iMac for that matter. It will satisfy all your computing experiences. And if you want something for mobility and style, go in for a tablet instead. Why spend so much money on a laptop that just looks good? A tablet is sleeker form factor, looks equally good or even better, and you can get it for 30,000 rupees. The maximum you'll have to spend is 40,000 rupees. So make sure before you invest this 1 lakh rupees in a computer, it is a lot of money. So make sure you're using it either for functionality or for mobility. All in all, we still think the Samsung Series 9 is just a bit too expensive. But now that you've saved all of that 1 lakh rupees and decided to go with something else, you still have to spend some money on technology, don't you? and that's where Androids come in. Today we're giving you a list of cheap Androids and all of them are dual SIM. So go ahead and take a look.
The fastest growing mobile platform, Android, is found in both entry-level and high-end smartphones. It also runs on some non-touchscreen phones as well. But now, you can finally get them in the dual SIM form factor as well. We give you the list of some of the best dual SIM Android phones currently available world over. First up is Motorola XT800. This is the Android-powered Motorola smartphone for the enterprise market. It has dual SIM CDMA and GSM capabilities, runs on Android 2.1, has a 5-megapixel camera, and is powered by a 550 MHz processor. The device is priced at 24,000 rupees. Spice MI270 is an Android 2.2 Froyo-based device from Spice, which comes at an extremely affordable price of 6,500 rupees. It has a 2-megapixel camera, Wi-Fi, and also comes with GPS capabilities. Third comes ViewSonic V350. This is a yet-to-be-released dual-SIM Android smartphone which is soon expected to hit the markets. It runs on Android 2.2 Froyo, has a 5-megapixel camera, 3.5-inch touchscreen, Wi-Fi, and also GPS. And last is SimValley SP40. This is a German dual-SIM Android smartphone which has a 3.2-inch display, runs Android 2.2 Froyo, and has a 2-megapixel camera. In regards to the connectivity, it supports Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth, and Edge.
You know, this is the part of the show where I miss Varun and Sagar a whole lot. Sagar is a recent Android convert, can't stop yapping about it, and Varun, as we all know, is the giant Android fanboy, and he just cannot stop talking about the great features of Android. But one thing I have to admit, no matter how much money you have, you can be rest assured that you will get an Android phone in that price range. It might not be with the highest level of version of Android in it, but you can very much be assured that you will find some phone in that price range. And with that, it's time to take a break in this edition of Technoholik. Go ahead, tweet about it, Facebook about it, check out our website, come right back because Sagar has a very interesting story for us after the break.